For all of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, players have been lacking strong, offensive electric-type Pokemon. You could argue that players are always lacking Pokemon that fill roles for each type. Sometimes we have to deal with not having a strong poison attacker and so on, but the electric-type failure is something that happened at the wrong time. In later Scarlet and Violet formats, Tornadus and Urshifu have been dominant. They have been so dominant, in fact, I had a nightmare about playing VGC Regulation E and woke up in a cold sweat once my Iron Hands got OHKO'd by Urshifu Surging Strikes. This video isn't about Tornadus and Urshifu though, it's about Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt has many qualities that make it a perfect Tornadus and Urshifu counter. Its typing, signature move, and versatility seem like an apology present for Game Freak for inventing Urshifu as a Pokemon. Trying to find something that beats Tornadus and Urshifu is like finding a needle in a haystack, except the person who put the needle in the haystack forgot what a needle was. Almost like how Game Freak forgot what game balance was. Thanks to this key oversight, no top tier Pokemon resist flying, fighting, and water, allowing the duo designed by a Darmanitan to hit everything for at least neutral damage. Raging Bolt, however, is not an exception, as fighting moves do neutral damage to it. In exchange for this, it resists both water and flying, and its natural bulk allows it to comfortably survive a close combat plus Oblique Windstorm. Not only this, but it gets stab on moves like Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and of course, Thunderclap. Thunderclap is an insane move. In essence, it's a special electric type Sucker Punch. Bye bye Urshifu, bye bye Iron Bundle. Just to add a cherry to the cake, only Raging Bolt gets this move, giving it a niche even if its stats aren't insane and if it didn't get setup moves. But it has both of those things. The only thing that isn't at least decent is its speed stat, but Trick Room is a lot easier to set up with support Pokemon such as Porygon 2 and Incineroar. Not only this, but in the later half of Regulation E, many Tornadus dropped Taunt for Protect, allowing players still using this adjustment to have almost no counterplay to Trick Room going up. What if they have Taunt? Well, you could just lead Raging Bolt and Volt Switch Tornadus. We all hate you, Tornadus. In order for Volt Switch to one-hit KO most Tornadus, you need to run 44 special attack with the Modest Nature and have Photosynthesis active, whether through Booster Energy or through Sun. This allows you to effectively pivot into your Trick Room setter and sweep from there, rendering Tornadus and Urshifu very little counterplay. Unlike Pokemon like Tornadus, there are many ways to run Raging Bolt. Defensive sets with Assault Vest are viable, setup sets with Photosynthesis are performing well, and other sets are being tested by many players. This could be due to an early format, but I think that Raging Bolt could be a Pokemon like Fluttermane, with many possible items to consider when using it. Booster Energy is always a good pick on it, because boosting its damage is never bad, and being able to protect in front of Incineroar with Parting Shot and Fake Out is game changing. Assault Vest is still good because you don't need to run a defensive Terra, and you can just sit in front of usually super effective moves and shrug them off like they are nothing, just like how I shrug off my 30% GXE on Showdown as it's nothing. Not only this, but you also get the value out of an item that stays when you switch in and out. In conclusion, Tornadus sucks, and Raging Bolt, unlike Tornadus, has a cool and meta-defining type, and a signature move, and items it can run. As the format continues, Raging Bolt has the potential to be the hero we need and save VGC. Thank you all for watching.